to the Girl Means Business podcast. I'm your host, Kendra Swalls. Over the last few years, I have built a business that allowed me to quit my 9-to-5, spend more time with the ones that I love, and live my best life. Now, I'm sharing everything I learned along the way with you. Each week, my guest and I will share actionable tips, tangible advice, and honest conversations to help you build your dream business. So get ready to take notes and put in the work, because this girl means business. Hey friends, and welcome to another wonderful week here at the Girl Means Business podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Your downloads, your listens, your feedback all means the world to me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you that tune in every single week and have left me your feedback. So I have something really fun for you. How would you like to receive a special little gift from me in the mail this year for Christmas? I am giving away free packages in the mail for anybody who leaves a review on my iTunes account for this podcast. That means if you go and you leave me a review on iTunes between now and December 31st, I will send you a little special something in the mail just for me this holiday season. So go ahead and hit pause really quick, head over to iTunes and leave me a quick review letting me know what you think about this episode or the show in general, what you're loving, what you're not liking so much, what you'd like to see more of, and maybe what you'd like to see less of. I'm open to any and all feedback you want to give. I will go through and I will check those reviews weekly. If you have left me a review, I will send you a message asking for your address, and then you'll get a special little something just for me in the mail for you, just as a way to say thank you and spread a little bit of holiday cheer. All right, guys, let's get into today's episode. Today, we are talking all about the know, like, and trust factor. If you have spent any time listening to this podcast, you know that I am a huge proponent of the know, like, and trust factor in your business. It is such a key part of your business. Your clients have to know, like, and trust you before they're willing to purchase from you or work with you in any capacity. So today, I want to look at each of those three factors and how you can build that into your business. Because at the end of the day, there are so many people out there selling their products and services on social media and online and in person at local stores that you have to find a way to stand out. You have to find a way to connect with your followers so that you can turn them into paying clients. That's the bottom line. So let's go ahead and jump in with the first factor, which is the know factor. Your clients have to know who you are. And there's a couple different levels to this that I want to dive into. And the first level is the surface level. They have to know of your business. They have to know that you exist. If they don't know that you are there, they don't know that you can solve a problem or a need that they have. So how do you get your clients to know you? Well, the first step is to put yourself out there. This is sometimes a little bit difficult for people, especially when you are new to starting your business. We tend to have this fear around not wanting to be obnoxious online, not wanting to sound pushy or salesy. We don't want to really talk about our business because it sounds like we're just pitching to everybody. I know this firsthand. When I first started my photography business, there were a lot of people that had no clue I even had a business. There were people that I was working with every single day in the school that I worked at that had no idea that I did photography. I just assumed that they knew because I felt like I was putting it out there, when in reality, I wasn't putting it out there enough. Now, we all know that one person who just nonstop is selling themselves in every conversation. We don't want to necessarily be that person, but you can find ways to naturally and organically put your business in front of people. There are definitely ways to incorporate it into conversations, and you need to be sharing your business online, on social media, in email blast, everywhere that you can. Now, here's the tip about sharing your business on social media. Only about 4 to 6% of your followers are going to see your content when you put it on social media. That's not a lot of people. That means that you need to keep sharing your content over and over and over again in different ways for people to finally see it and interact with it. So if you're in your head thinking, oh my gosh, I've posted every day for the past 2 weeks, these people are going to be sick and tired of hearing me post about my business. They're going to start unfollowing me or unfriending me. Guys, that's just not the case. One, if they truly are your followers, they're going to stick with you through thick and thin. Two, they're probably not seeing it every time anyway. Three, even if they did see it yesterday and they see it again today, they're not going to think that it's repetitive or obnoxious because hopefully you're presenting it in a different way. One day you're sharing a blog post that you wrote. Another day you're sharing about a behind the scenes of your business. The next day you're sharing about a client experience that you had. And then maybe the next day you're talking about an offer or you're selling your product or service. So finding different ways to share your content and get your name out there is going to help you reach people so that they know who you are as a business. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be your own advocate because if you're not sharing your business, you can't expect other people to share it either. And people aren't going to know what you do unless you tell them. So take it from me, from someone who realized way too late in the game that I was not sharing myself enough, that you need to be putting yourself out there. Put yourself out there online, in person. When you go to events, you don't have to be the first thing you say to somebody is, hi, my name's Kendra and I'm a photographer. But if you get asked, what is it that you do? Tell them. Don't be shy about it. If you're in a conversation, you can casually say, yeah, I was doing this photo shoot or I was at this wedding as a photographer, and then that sparks a conversation. People want to know. They're interested. When you're doing something that's unique, creative, and outside of the typical 9-to-5 sitting in a cubicle, people are interested in that. So share about it. So the next level of the know factor is not only do they know that your business exists, they need to know who you are. I get this a lot from business owners. They say, well, I'm just not a very open person. I don't like sharing about my life on social media. I don't want to be open and vulnerable too much. It's my business. It's not me. There's a fine line. And there are some people who are extremely comfortable sharing every aspect of their life on social media. And there are some that are not. And that's fine. Find what works for you. But in this day and age, when you have so many businesses that are vying for your attention, you have to find a way to connect to people that are going to be looking for your product or service. So here's an example, and I'm going to keep with the photography idea here since that's what I'm familiar with. So if I am in the market for a family photographer, it's fall, it's time for family portraits, so I'm going to be out searching for a photographer. And I have 3 photographer options in front of me. They all have beautiful photos. They're all about the same price point. They all have great, websites. Their information's all there. I am going to be looking for the one that I feel like I'm the most connected to. I want to see the person's face. I want to know who they are. Am I going to relate to this person? Are they going to be able to be somebody I can have a conversation with? Because there's nothing worse than going to a family session and the photographer is like a white paper towel that you can't really have a conversation with, and it's awkward and uncomfortable, and it makes your photos awkward and uncomfortable. The same thing in not just photography, but in general. People want to know you. They want to know the person behind the brand. They want to know your story. They want to know your why. They want to know why you're passionate about what you do. What is it that you love about this business that they should love about it too? So sharing a little bit about who you are, your story, how you created the business, how you got the idea, what your inspiration is. What is it that causes you to get up every day and be excited about the job that you do? What made you want to leave this really great 9-to-5 with a 401k and insurance to come work for yourself and have long hours and long days and work nonstop? What was it? What is it that does that for you? So sharing those things, even if it's not sharing a ton about your personal life. A lot of people don't want to share about their kids. That's fine. A lot of people don't want to talk about their marriage or their family or their pets. That's fine. But you need to share the part of you that is part of your business. Because when it comes down to it, if your clients are looking at your competitors and they're saying, okay, well, it's the same service or product, it's the same price point, it's the same everything, You are the factor that's going to put your business above everybody else's. If your clients or your followers feel like that they have some kind of connection to you as a person, then they're more likely to want to work with you. So that's the know factor. You want people to know of your business and know who you are behind your business so that they can feel connected to it. Hey guys, I'm jumping in here real quick to interrupt this podcast to let you know about some of the amazing freebies that we have for you over at the Girl Means Business website. If you've been listening to this podcast and thinking, oh my gosh, there's so many great things I want to take notes on and write down, then I have tons of resources just for you. If you head over to today's show notes at girlmeansbusiness.com/episode 37, you will get access to my free marketing guide download. There's a free lead magnet template so you can get started with your first lead magnet and start generating your leads into your inbox. And finally, I also have a free branding guide workbook to help you get your brand all figured out. So head over to girlmeansbusiness.com/episode 37 and get all of your free downloads today. All right, guys, back to today's show. All right, so once your clients know about your business, you need to get them to like your business. So this is the part where the know is kind of like when you go on a first date with somebody. You're interested, they know who you are, they've asked you on a date, you're getting to know each other. And then the like factor is when you start having an actual relationship with that person. You're getting to know who they are, you're diving a little deeper than the surface level. You're starting to realize whether this is somebody that you actually want to spend more time with. That is the like factor of your business. So again, this all comes back to what you're willing to share on social media. If you are somebody who is willing to share a lot about your life and your story and your journey and your passions, then people are going to really connect with you. You're going to find a way to either, as Jasmine Star says, attract or repel. You don't want to be in the middle. This is where you're going to draw your line in the sand and say, this is who I am. This is what my business is like. This is my brand. Either like it or leave it. And so this is where you need to figure out what your brand really is and what it stands for. And if you go back and listen to episode 35, where I talk all about building a brand, then you can get all the information you need about how to create a brand that really matches your voice, your style, your vision, everything above. The whole point of the like factor is you want to attract people that are similar to your ideal client. And a lot of times this happens when you are creating a very clear vision and voice of what your business is. If your business is a yoga studio and you are attracting people who want to find that zen, who are calm and soft-natured and need to be centered, and they're into organic foods and all natural things and essential oils and natural remedies and all these things, then that's the brand you need to put out there. And you're going to have people that are not interested in that who are going to walk away, and that's fine. The like factor is where you build your tribe. The like factor is where you get your following. And so that involves consistently showing up online. That involves creating an email marketing campaign where you're constantly in contact with your followers. Again, this doesn't mean you're selling to them all the time, but it does mean that you are constantly showing up and you are creating a relationship with your followers. You're getting to know them and they're getting to know you. This could be through interactive posts on social media. Ask them questions. Ask them to respond to you. Ask them to start a conversation with you. Send DMs, get into their inbox, get to know who they are and understand them. These are the things that are going to make them feel connected to your business, and they're going to want to follow you no matter what. You are going to build that tribe of followers that are so dedicated to what you are doing that they wouldn't even consider going to anybody else. Okay, so once you have built the know and the like, it's time to get into the trust factor. So your clients and your followers, they know who you are. They have formed a connection with you, whether through your social media, your email marketing, and they feel like that they know who you are. So now they're considering working with you, hiring you, purchasing from you, but they want to know that they can trust you. They want to know that they're going to get something from you that they can put their stock into. So this is where a couple of things can help build that trust. One is social proof. Get those Google reviews, those Facebook reviews, get clients to send you testimonials. People want what other people already have. So if you can show that your followers that Sarah from over here purchased from you and loved her product, or Amy over here has worked with you and here's the results that she got, then people are going to start to look at your business and go, okay, if these people have got these results, if these other people have experienced and worked with this business and have positive things to say, then I can trust that what I'm going to get and what I'm going to invest my hard-earned money into is something I can trust as well. An example I use for this is online boutiques. There are a million different online boutiques, and I see ads on my Facebook page for them all the time, and I'm always tempted to go and purchase from them. The problem is I don't always trust that I'm going to get the best thing from these boutiques, because I've gotten clothing that is way too off balance when it comes to their sizing, or the product wasn't great, or I get it and it's not exactly what was advertised. And so I don't have the trust and the faith in these brands because I don't see the social proof. And yeah, they might have good reviews, and yeah, they might have the social proof behind them, but it's not the type of social proof that I can resonate with. So you need to really think about your ideal client. What's going to make them trust that they can put their money into investing with your brand or business through your product or service? If you are that yoga studio and your ideal client is a mom who is trying her hardest to make time for herself and be healthy and feed her family good, wholesome, organic, healthy foods, and she's busy and she's on the go all the time, then you need to find ways to show her that she can trust your brand, that she needs to be coming to your classes. So having other women who are similar to her share their experience, whether in written form, if you can get video testimonials, that's incredible. Even audio recorded testimonials of someone, sending you a recording just on their phone. Those are the things that make people trust that what you're doing is going to get them the results that they want as well. The other way to build trust is just to be consistent, to show up constantly, to let them know that no matter what, you're going to be in their inbox, on their social media feed, sending text messages if you have text message marketing, that you're going to be in the community doing these different things, letting them know that they can trust that if they're going to hire you to do a service, or they're going to hire you to purchase a product from you, or whatever it might be, that you are going to follow through on your promise. This can come in all different forms. Guys, there's tons of ways you can build trust. But again, it all comes down to consistency and social proof, letting them know that they can rely on you because you're going to show up every day in their inbox. You're going to show up every day in their social media feed. They're going to see you out and about in the community. You're going to be on your stories, showing them behind the scenes. Show them the nitty gritty. Build trust that way. Let them know that it's not all about the shiny stuff that they see on your feed, but that it's also about the behind the scenes of this is what it's like to really be in the studio with me at a yoga class, or this is what it's really like behind the scenes on a photo shoot with me. Let them see, let them in, pull back that curtain so that they don't feel like that they're just getting the surface level. They want to feel like that they're getting the real deal when they work with you. All right, guys, so that is, again, the know, like, and trust factor. So just a quick recap. You want your clients to know who you are. Not only do they need to know that your business exists, they need to know who the person behind that business is so that they can get to know you better. Number 2 is like. Your followers need to like you. This means that they need to feel connected with you in some way. You're going to have to draw that line in the sand and decide who are you trying to attract and who are you trying to repel. If you are trying to attract everybody, then you're never going to have that loyal following because they're always going to feel like you're swinging one way or the other. So get confident in your brand, get confident in who you are, and start putting yourself out there. And then number 3 is trust. Build that trust using social proof, using behind the scenes, and putting yourself out there consistently so that they know that when they work with you, they're going to get what you say that they are going to get. So I hope that helps you grow your business even more. That know, like, and trust factor is such a valuable part of your business. If you listen to any other entrepreneurs or other podcasts, you've probably heard it on there too. But if you have questions or you want to get more specific, head over to the Girl Means Business Facebook group. Feel free to post your questions in there, guys. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I know other people in that community are happy to answer questions. We are all there and in this together. So let's start a conversation around it. All right, guys, have a wonderful week. I will see you back here again next week, same time, same place. Bye, guys. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you never miss when a new episode goes live. Then head over to iTunes and leave a quick review to let other people know just how much you loved it. Thanks, ladies. See you next week.